Syosset Theatre Arts would like to thank you for attending this performance of William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. Please be aware that there will be a short intermission following the first act, at which time refreshments will be available for sale in the student lobby. However, in accordance with school policy, there will be no food and drink brought into the theatre following the intermission. At this time, out of respect for the performers, please turn off all cell phones and paging devices. In addition, for the safety of the performers, we ask that absolutely no flash photography be used during the performance. Lastly, please take a moment to note the locations of all fire exits in the event of an emergency. Thank you for your cooperation and patience. And now, sit back and enjoy Romeo and Juliet.
That's a beautiful voice. Find my board.
Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona where we lay our seed. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure hideous overthrows, doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death march love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which but their children's end not longer prove, is now to 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
On my word, I'll not carry coals.
No, for then you should be a collier.
I mean, if I being collared, I'll draw.
I, while you live, draw your neck out of the collar.
I strike quickly being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
The dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
The dog of that house moves me to stand. I will take the wall of any manor made of Montagues.
That shows thee a weak slave, for the weakest goes to the wall.
'Tis true, and therefore woman, being the weaker vessel, are ever thrust to the wall. And therefore, I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our masters.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. Me they shall deal, while I am able to stand. 'Tis known I am a pretty piece of flesh.
'Tis well thou art not fish, if thou hadst been poor John. Draw thy tool, here comes two from the house of Montagues.
A naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law on our side. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare, I will bite my thumb at them, which is disgrace to them, if they bear it. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? I do bite my thumb, sir. Do you bite your thumb at us, sir? Is the law on our side if I say I?
No.
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, ma'am? No. But if you do, I am for you. I serve as good as man as you. No better. Well, sir.
Say better. Look, here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better. Lie. Draw, you men. Giovanna, remember my washing load.
do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword or manage to cut these men. Much raw and talk of peace. I heard the orders I held all Montagues and you. Have at me, coward. Ha! My sword! Fetch me my long sword! My sword, I said! All Montagues come and flourish in this blade and fight!
Thou villain Capulet, hold me not! Let me go!
Valiant subject! Enemies of peace! Obey from the neighbor's state and steel! You men, you beasts that quench the fire of pernicious rage, with purple fountains issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground, and hear the sentence of your moving princess. 3 civil brawls, bred of an airy word, by the old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets, and made ancient Verona citizens cast by their great besieging ornaments, to wield with partisans and hands of old, canker the peace to part your cankered hate. If you ever disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay for the forfeit of peace. For now, all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, shall come along with me, and Montague come you this afternoon. To find the further pleasure in our case, to Old Freetown our common judgment place. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who set this ancient throne new approach? Speak not to, where you bide and began.
Here were the servants of your adversary, and yours close fighting ere I could approach. I drew to part them. In the instant came the fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared. Who nothing herewithal hissed him in scorn. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more and fought on heart and heart. So the princess came, who parted at the heart.
Oh, there's Romeo. Saw you today? Right, glad I am. It's not a peace fight.
Madam, an hour before the worship sun peered forth from the golden window of the east, a troubled mind moved into all abroad, where underneath the grove of sycamore that westward rooted from the city side, so early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into the covert of the wood. I, measuring his affections by my own, pursued my humor, not pursuing his, and gladly shunned the violent fluster.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning dew, adding to clouds one cloud with his deep sighs, but also soon as the all cheer the sun, should in the further seas begin to draw the shady curtains of doors. Away from light steals home my heavy son, and privates to his chamber prince himself. Seals up the door and locks fresh daylight out, making himself an artificial light. Lacking more tensions must his humor prove, and must in counsel may the cause move.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know nor can learn from him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends, but he, his own affection counsel is to himself. I will not say how true, but to himself so close, so deep, so far from sounding in discovery, as is the butt hid by an envious worm. And that the sweet leaves blow into the wind, or dedicate himself to the sun. Could we but learn from whence the sorrows grow, we were willing to endure as now.
See where he goes. So please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
Would thou wert be so happy by thy stay to hear true shrift. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morning. Good morrow, cuz.
Is the day so young?
But news struck 9.
Ay, me. Sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went head so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Well, not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am loved.
Alas, that love so gentle in view should be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh, me, what fray was here? Yet tell me now, for I've been wrong before. Here's much to do with hate, but more with love. Why then, O brawling love, O loving hate, O anything of nothing first create? This love feel I, but feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I'd rather weep.
Good heart? At what?
At thy good heart's oppression.
Why, such as love's transgression. Griefs of mine own lie heavy in my breast, which thou wilt propagate to have it pressed with more of thine. This love that thou hast shown doth add too much griefs to mine own. What is love? Madness most discreet, choking gall and a preserving sweet. Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me, you do me wrong.
I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some other where.
Tell me, Sadness, who is that you love?
What shall I groan and tell thee?
Grown, I know.
But sadly, tell me who.
A sick man in sadness makes his will, a word ill-urged to the one that is so ill. In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I am so near what I suppose you loved.
A right fair mark, and she's fair that I love.
A right fair mark, fair cousin, is hit.
Well, in that hit you'll miss. She'll not stay the siege of loving terms, nor buy her life to Saint Seducing gold. She is rich in beauty, only poor that when she dies, with beauty dies her store.
And she had sworn that she will still live chaste?
She hath, and in that sparing makes huge waste. For beauty starved of her severity, cuts beauty off from all posterity. She is too fair, too wise, wisely too fair to merit bliss by making me despair. She hath forsworn herself to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty to thine eyes, examine other beauty.
'Tis the way to call her exquisite in question for. He that is struck blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, my cousin, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I will pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
But old Montague is bound, as well as I, in penalty alike. And 'tis not hard, I think, for old men such as we to keep the peace.
Long old reckoning are your book. Anticipating you live in ours so long. But now, my lord, what say you?
But saying over what I have said before, my daughter is but a stranger in this world. She has not yet seen the change in 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in no pride. Everything her right to be a bride.
Younger than she are, having mother's paid.
But too soon martyr those so early made. The earth has swallowed all my hopes but she. She is the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her come. My will to her consent is but a part, and she agrees within her scope of choice, lies my consent in merit for the choice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I invite many friends, such as I love. And you look to behold this night, earth trending stars in a dark heaven light. Such comfort as do lusty young men feel among fresh female bodies who shall inherit this land in my house. Here all see, and like her most whose merit shall be. And on view of many, mine being one, they stand in number, though reckoning none. Come, go. Go, Sirrah, trudge about through fair Verona, and find these persons whose names are written here. And to them say, my house and welcome, at their pleasure stay.
Find out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard and tailor with his lass, the fisher with his pencil and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find whose names are written here. I must too learn. In good time.
Tut, man. One fire burns out another's burden. One pain is lessened by another's anguish. Turn giddy and be held by back returning. Take some new infections, thine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
Your plantain leaf is excellent for that.
For what, I pray?
Or for your broken chin.
Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
No, not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented. Good evening, good mistress.
You mean, sir? I pray. Can you read?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
But you must have learned without book. Can you read anything you see?
Aye. Signor Martino and his wife and daughters, Count Anselmi and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitruvio, Signor Paciencio and his lovely nieces, Mercutio and his brother Valentine, mine uncle Capulet and his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, and Livia, Signor Valentino and his cousin Tybalt, Luciette, and the lively Helena. A fair assembly. Whither should they come?
Up.
Whither? To supper?
To our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
My master, the great rich Capulet. And if you don't see the house of Montague, then come to the cup of crushed wine. Cup of wine. Rest you, Mary.
The same ancient feast of Capulet such the fair Rosaline whom thou so loved, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and and with unattained eye, compare her face to sun that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan crow.
When the devout religion of mine eyes maintains such falsehoods, then turn tears to fire, and those who often drown could never die. Transparent heretics be burned for liars. One fairer than my love, the all-seeing sun never saw her match since first the world begun.
Tut, you saw her fair, with none else being by. Herself poisoned herself in under eye, and I will show you her at this feast.
I'll go along, no such sight be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of my own.
Married and married, this very theme I came to speak of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stand your disposition to be married? It is an honor, but I dream not of. An honor? Were I not thine only nurse, I would say thou hast some wisdom for thy teeth. Well, think of marriage now. Here in Verona, younger than you, who of esteem are already made mothers. By my count, I was your mother much upon these years that you are now indeed. Thus, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love. A man, lady. Such a man is all the world. Why, he's a man of wax. Verona's summer hath nothing to flower. Nay, he's a flower, in faith, a very flower. What say you? Can you love the gentleman? Tonight you shall behold him at our feast. Read over the volume of young Paris' face and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. This precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. That book in many eyes doth show the glory that in gold clasps slots in golden story. So shall you share all he doth possess by having him with you yourself no less? No less? Nay, bigger. Women grow by men. Speak briefly. Can you like
What shall this speech be spoke for our excuse, or shall we on without apology?
These have such felicity. Hold the measures by what they will. We'll measure the measure and then be gone.
I am not for sampling. Give me a torch. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead so stakes me to the ground I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
Nay, I am too sore and pierced with this shaft to soar with this light feather.
And to sink in it should you burden love. Too great a pleasure for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and to beat love down.
Come knock and enter, and no sooner in. But met every man retaking to his legs.
Oh, look on. The game was never so fair, and I'm done.
Tut! Done's the mouse, the constable's own word. If thou art done, we'll draw thee from the mire of, save your reverence, love, wherein thou stickest up to the ear. Come, we burn daylight. Go!
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, that in delay we waste our lights in vain, like gnats bite. Take our good meaning for our judgment, it's 5 times in that ere once in our 5 weeks.
And we mean well in going to this mass, but 'tis no wits to go.
And why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
Men asleep while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab do with you.
Queen Mab? What's she?
She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman. Drawn with a team of little atomies over men's noses as they lie asleep, her chariot is an empty hazelnut. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs. The covers of the wings of grasshoppers, the traces of the moonshine's watery beams. And in this state she gallops, night by night, through lovers' brains, and then they dream of love. Or lawyers' fingers, who straight dream on fees. Or ladies' lips, who straight on kisses dream, which oft the angry mad with blisters plagues for their breasts, with sweetmeats tainted on. Sometime she driveth over a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breaches, ambuscados, and then anon comes in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and, being thus frighted, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again.